Hello beautiful people, welcome back to another book video. Today I have for you my March wrap-up and then my April TBR, which I'm super excited about, and decided to dive in and have a fresh start. So let's go ahead and get going. Read 5 books in the month of March, which for a non-reader for most of her life, who just started reading at the age of 25, that's pretty fucking good. So I'll go ahead and talk about the books that I read this month. So here's a little preview. I read the Roanoke Girls. This was a buddy read with one of my coworkers, and this is by Amy Engel. And this is like so like fucked up, but the author does a really good job at making you feel like you're in their shoes. Do you know what I mean? Like you can really feel the jealousy and you're like, ew, why do I feel jealous? Because this is gross. I don't even want this, but like I still feel jealous. Do you know what I mean? So it really just gets you thinking, and it was a pretty good book. It's a pretty short book. Lane and Allegra are the main characters in this book, and they're together while they're teenagers and they kind of get separated. And basically Lane goes back to her hometown because Allegra's missing, and you find this all out in like the first like couple chapters, so it's not spoiling anything for you if you haven't read it, but it's really good. I rated it, I want to say a 4 on Goodreads. Yeah, I gave it a 4. And it wasn't a 5-star for me because it was predictable, because you could kind of guess, you know, when something happens and then you're like, oh my gosh, of course, like that makes sense on why you would do that, you know what I mean? But it was still really good. That I read for our book club book at work was Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. I gave this a 3.5 stars. It was a pretty good book, but I hated Libby. I thought she was useless, dumb, stupid, annoying, and I really hated the main character, and I don't know if that's something that I love. I want to like the main character. They can be a little stupid, but like she is just like, I don't know, she's brain dead. She's brain dead. I really hated her. And I didn't care what she had to say. I didn't care. I think my favorite chapters were about Ben and Patty Day, so the mom and son. And basically this is a massacre of her whole family, except she's the only survivor. So then you kind of follow the story from there. And it was good for like, I would say maybe half of it, but the build-up was so good on like the whodunit, but then the person who did it, it was like, what the like, that was so stupid. Like, why? I didn't really love the ending, but I did still give it like a 3.5 stars. The more I think about it, I would have given it like a 3. But yeah, that's just kind of my opinions on it. Brother by Anya Alborn, and this is definitely the grossest book I've ever read in my life, and it was so fucked up, dude. It was so fucked up. Basically, what's his name? Michael is with his family, and they're cannibalistic serial killers, essentially, and he doesn't want to do that anymore. So it's kind of like a coming of age story, and you find out more about Michael, the siblings, Ray or Reb is his brother, and he is the most manipulated, twisted, fucked up brother I've ever read about in my life. And his character was phenomenal. He was awful, horrible, terrible, but if you like that type of, like those type of movies, shows, like just those really fucked up characters who just really like punch you in your gut, then you need to read this book. It was so fucking good. It was so like disturbing. It was absolutely insane, and it had the best ending. It's like the ending that like you didn't want to happen, but it needed to happen, and it just made the book like a 10 out of 10 for me. And I gave this book a 5-star. I have The Wives by Taryn Fisher, and let me tell you, Goodreads is a fucking liar. I'm never gonna trust them again. This is the worst book I've read, I think, in my entire life. I gave it a 2. Like, you get halfway through this book, like 174 pages, and nothing happens. Nothing happens. It's so fucking boring. You don't even know who the main character's name is. Like, they don't even bring it up, and then it's like, her name's fucking Thursday, and like, it's so stupid, and it's so cliche, and they play like the like, I just don't want to spoil it for you guys if you haven't read it, but honestly, it's a waste of fucking time. So I'm gonna fucking do it. It's like, okay, so it's about this polygamy person. Okay, whatever. And he has 3 wives, and he visits them each day, right? But honestly, it's just a manipulation of them all, and they're all like so fucked up, and they love him so much. They're just like, I hate that. They're like these weak woman characters for the most part, and I just hated it. Like, women don't owe you shit. Like, I can't with this book. And then she is actually crazy at the end in a psych ward, and then she fucks up Regina. I just can't. This book was absolutely trash, and I can't wait to put it in a free little library to ruin someone else's day. It was a little aggressive, but I was really upset. I had really high hopes for this book, and it just wasn't good. It just wasn't good. I just can't. And then on a happy note, the last book I read for this March was the Alchemist, The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel by Michael Scott. Really great. If you like Harry Potter, you'll love this. It's based on like loosely like true characters and stuff like that. And these twins meet Nicholas Flamel and Paranel, and like kind of goes from there in this magical like destiny chase of like life, and it's really good. It's really cute, and I am actually reading the second book in the series this month that we'll get to right now. I'm gonna read the second book in the Nicholas Flamel series this month for April. Super excited. The first book was really cute and good. It's just a nice kind of light read to read in between all the other like horror thriller books that I enjoy reading before bed. So this is a good little breakup. I think it's more focused around John D this time. And then I guess him and Nick go to Paris. So that'll be a fun little romantic getaway. So I have that book. And then I have theme music that I just bought this month as well. It was pretty pricey, but I really wanted to get my hands on this. And I just hope it doesn't disappoint me like Dark Places did by Gillian Flynn. Because it sounds really good, and I just really want to like it. Again, it's another like family massacre story, and it's supposed to be like gross and awesome, and I can't wait for it. The Night Circus that I just got this month as well, that I hauled, and I'm super excited. Again, this is like a love story, time bending, magical book that I hope just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside, because I don't, so that'd be nice. But yeah, this is a book club book that I'm gonna read for my work, so I'm super excited to, again, push myself out of my comfort zone and read something new. And I've heard really great things about this book from like everyone who reads it, so they better not lie to me. And then I have Gather the Daughters, which I picked up because of Jackie here on YouTube, or Jacqueline. It's a super dark, sad book. Basically, it's about this cult and like leaving it, and just like kind of this messed up childhood that this girl goes through. And I don't know too much about it. I did purchase it quite a while ago, but but I'm kind of just reading some of the snippets on the back here, and it sounds super sad, really dark, fucked up, messed up, so I'm super excited to read this. And I think this is also going to be a buddy read with a coworker, so that'll be really fun. We can talk about that. And then Tender is the Flesh. I'm super excited. I mainly picked this one because I am excited to read it. Just because of the premise. I really like zombie type of things. This isn't like zombie, but people are eating people because the animal meat is like no good anymore. So #woke. But yeah, super excited. I really like the length of this book, so I'm excited to just kind of bust through it in like 2, maybe 3 reads. So I have that as well. About the books that I read in March, and then the books that I am excited to read in April. Of course, I'll let you know how all these books pan out for me as well. But if you want any like updates or anything, you can follow me on Instagram or Goodreads or TikTok or whatever, and I'll let you guys know. So yeah, let me know your opinions, especially on this book, because I want to fight with you in the comments about how awful this book is. So yes, let me know. And let me know how this is too. No spoilers. But yeah, let me know if you liked it. So yeah, that's it for now, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.